The gods will be pleased.
God's
Nah, they
twisted
need
cat.
life, not blood, I'm afraid.
No,
They need souls.
they will not be pleased then. My mistake.
That's why Fred's not here today, because I didn't sacrifice enough. That's
See?
okay, though. That's okay,
Drama
though.
music, drama music.
Not really, this is just rest music from Darkest Dungeon.
I mean, it's Darkest Dungeon. It's kind of drama no matter what.
Nah.
Oh, also we put Ruhan like off in the corner.
Oh, yeah. He was, flagellant, like Darkest Dungeoning it up.
Speaking of Ruhan, where's O?
He might be there, I don't know. Maybe he's talking
Yeah.
to someone.
I mean, he's in chat, so.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay.
He can't see the map,
Nuggies?
so... You got
Oh,
nuggies? Oh, so...
Yeah. Let me find my computer. I just got home.
Take your time. You don't need to see the screen right now for what we're doing right now anyways. I'm just brought it up for reference.
Okay, actually, that's perfect then, because I'm gonna go rake up some grass clippings.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, you always don't need to see the screen necessarily right now. So, yeah. Thea, as you return to your watch after the spectral assassin leaves your guys' midst, Varric does join you. You guys only have about like an hour and a half or so left on the Ponifera rest stone, until it begins crackling and breaking, and then water begins seeping back in. No, it doesn't like have a vacuum in which water floods in and wrecks you guys. It doesn't do that, luckily. But yeah, but Varric stays up with you because he just says he won't be able to go back to sleep after seeing that.
Yep, fair comment.
So it's just you two on watch. He's busy tinkering with his trapping, the one that was offline prior, but he's trying to get back online. Which is now a really important note, because I actually should... Who gets the twapping? Because that shit's actually really fucking powerful. It's as if it's a part of his core class features. Huh, can't imagine.
Just give himself another defense.
Well, he's always going to give himself a defense.
No.
He has
Give
two.
himself 2 defenses.
Nah, yeah.
Just lap him.
If he's trying to ditch you guys, then yes, but he's not, so...
I don't know, probably Cork. Cork almost died like 3 times yesterday.
I mean, so did Fia.
Mm-hmm.
What's your AC?
Me?
Yeah.
I think it's like 13 or something. Oh, no, 16.
You
Oh,
have
wait,
mage.
wait, no, that's with a mage armor on. Without it, it's, 13.
Oof.
So with his thing, it would bump it up to like 18.
15, 18 with mage armor. Which puts you at a respectable
Yeah.
health.
18's
not
like,
healthy.
hey, you got a good chance of not dying here. Good enough, at least.
I mean, it's better than 13.
Yeah, then... Yeah, toggle on the defensive augment.
Hey, okay.
As you two are sitting on watch, he just hands it over to you, this, like, arm. Like, not a pauldron, it's not so high on the shoulder, it's more like an armband sort of apparatus. Here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you.
Keeps you from getting a beating, hopefully.
Yeah, I think I've had enough of those to last me a good chunk of time.
You clip it on, just hear it, like, click into place. The crystal on it begins glowing after you, I don't know, attune to it, or rather, it attunes to you. And it's like having mage armor. It's like having this like extra layer of energy, like a force field, I guess. Not one that will stop everything, but it's enough to deflect stuff that may or may not, hit you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you feel like, when you put on your mage armor, that's just another layer. Simple.
Oh, well, I do like layers.
Oh, like an onion. But yeah.
Ah.
So, gotta grab the sound effect maker. Sound effects are important. But yeah. Eventually, the rest of you come to. wake up and still utter gloom and darkness outside the fucking stone, the rest stone, or the coral, or not coral, sponge that makes the walls for this place. Fuck, I'm tired right now. You guys can see that your thermal stones are on their last legs as they're now crumbling, disintegrating what little they have left. It's enough to warm some meals up, some breakfast. Not that it's, particularly hot, nor particularly high-quality breakfast. But, you'll bust out the rations at some point. Which, by the way, mark down rations. I would do it for you, don't worry.
Wait, does Abigail have create food and water?
No, she does not.
Ugh.
Neither does Lorelai have Goodberry.
Hey, is that like wind horrible? Do y'all hear that?
Super. It kicks up like every now and again, but it's not.
Okay,
super
I'll just keep myself muted.
Sure.
That's all I
it's
need
not
to.
too bad. Yeah. Let's
So like
see.
when the crows or ravens were around, it's just like that's the loudest thing in the
Yeah,
universe.
that one was something.
It was ominous.
Mark down 1 ration for Korik. Mark down 1 ration for Abigail. Fucking there it is. Boop. Lorelai, Barrick, go. Boom. Okay. So, yeah. I don't know what actually constitutes your guys' rations. On the surface, I imagine they're like bento boxes. I don't know how well it works underwater and stuff, but whatever. You guys tuck away breakfast, and you guys begin noticing it's like a sponge that's been doused with too much water. Water still just keeps leaking in. Yeah, you guys begin noticing that. You're hearing drips here and there. And then within 10 minutes, Lorelai advises all of you to, once again, put on your rebreathers. It's like playing Metro, just having it sealed to your face and stuff like that. And then soon enough, the place begins filling with water. It's a thoroughly uncomfortable experience, but it'd probably seem a lot more dangerous and deadly if you guys didn't have rebreathers. Eventually, as the water begins seeping in, going from foot to knees to waist and stuff like that, eventually there are just cracks, and then the sponge begins cracking, breaking, and disintegrating, and water just begins surging a bit more and more rapidly as time goes on. Until once again, the arena is filled with water, and it is illuminated by a dim grave light ray. And after a moment for you guys to get reacclimated to being underwater, again, a spectral assassin apparates, just whoosh, off to the far end. Not the way you guys came in, not that portal, it's the opposite one. The one that would supposedly mark the way to go forward towards the Grave Light. There he appears, hands like behind his back, like almost at attention. Who approaches? Who wants to talk?
I mean, I guess I will, I suppose.
There's the brave spirit. There you go.
She's also the one they want to talk to, so.
Oh, sorry?
She's also the one they kind of want to talk to, so.
Yeah, just like, hi! You're back sooner than expected.
He doesn't say anything. He just looks at you.
Yep, sociable as ever. Yep.
He nods.
I'll just nod back. Just look back at someone being like, help.
This is probably what Cork will butt in, but that's not here.
This is when Ruhan comes to a realization. Do these guys look familiar?
To you, or to you guys in general?
To maybe some other group of silent people we met.
I mean, silence isn't necessarily a exclusive thing only a certain group of people can have. To a degree. The Praetorian had they were much more stiff, tense, constantly constantly standing at attention, even when they wouldn't, even in scenarios where they shouldn't be like that. They seem ready for a fight. Versus this assassin, he seems pretty nonchalant. He seems lax. Still silent, of course, but you get the sneaky suspicion that as a dead person, he's not afraid of dying. Or half dead.
As a not alive person, at the very least.
It's if I were to put it into different observable characteristics, the Praetorian are afraid of something that they haven't noticed and is beyond their league. The assassin doesn't fear anything that goes bump in the dark, because he usually is the thing that goes bump in the dark. So it's just a matter of protector versus assassin, bodyguard versus assassin, the two sides of it. Paranoia versus insidious creeping.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so the assassin's just standing there waiting for the rest of you to approach.
I approach, but I mention that because we do know there's some strange experiments going on. And we don't know if something relates to it.
Fair. So Ruhan approaches. Imagine eyeing the assassin warily. Eventually, Abigail and Varric approach, tailed by Lorelei and Korik. Benny is in the net on you, and he's just you can hear his teeth grinding. Rose. Just...
And that's why she's keeping a distance.
It's like a dog, like an attack dog ready to pounce, except he doesn't have a body of which to do it with. Eventually, you all get closer, at least closer than where your former bonfire was. I trust you were arrested. It's debatable. Yeah. Abigail's rubbing her back.
I mean, as good as we could be after your midnight visit, I suppose.
Necessary.
Yeah.
Now then, we would like to discuss an arrangement.
And what would this arrangement be?
We would ask for your help, as well as the coin. In exchange, we have items that are no longer of use to us. Items that it seems you, all of you, desperately need.
Well, you are the experienced one in this case.
What sort of items?
He looks you up and down in a scanning, an analytical way. Are you an alchemist?
Not quite, no.
Then I would describe them simply by their capabilities.
Please do.
We were told they're referred to as waxing verve files. Don't worry, I'll type it for you.
Thank you. Okay.
They describe to us, simply, that they were a rest in a bottle. Useful for when in the field, very short on time. We have a number of these. We will trade them to you, in exchange for your services, as well as the coin.
Mm-hmm. Now again, he's referring to the coin, right, and not like money.
The coin, yes.
That coin, okay.
Da coin.
Da coin, alright.
L coin.
La coin. That's
La
fine.
piece de monnaie.
Yeah,
There it is.
that's fine. I wasn't too sure. Because you said he takes payment, I was like,
So what services are we talking about?
We would enlist your help in weakening a quarry of ours. Killing, if possible. And allowing us to retrieve an item from inside of it.
What's the item?
What's the quarium? Yep.
He looks between the two of you that spoke at once.
2 mouths, 1 mind.
He looks to one of you to continue.
I'll let Fia
Um,
talk.
What's the quarry and what's the item within the quarry?
The item we seek has many names. We know it simply as a shard of ends, one that could cut bindings to this place for those of us that are bound.
You're lying. Benny whispers to you. Oh. Well, he doesn't whisper, he stage whispers it.
I doubt it'll be useful to any of you, simply because the nature of your binding to here is not the same as ours.
Alright. And the quarry?
The quarry,
He takes a pause, as like tilts his head, as if like thinking how best to put it to you guys in a blunt manner.
the quarry is a monstrosity of sort, an abomination, one that lurks above us.
And he like nods his head upwards at the, pitch black eternal gloom that is above this place.
Stories say that is referred to as the Corsair Fiend, an aquatic equine of sorts, if you could believe it.
This pings aquatic equine.
Equine.
Like a hippocampi.
He tilts his head.
I do not know what this is, but sure.
Lorelai immediately, any of you within line of sight within Lorelai's face, see her eyes open, wider and wider and wider out of concern.
Aquatic equine of eldritch nature. Ancient, to be sure. If you would help us, I'd recommend silvered weaponry.
He pulls out his blade at his side.
One such as this. Or
He looks at those of you with aquatic weaponry, bolts, trident, stuff like that.
or some of you are already prepared.
Yes. Why is silver necessary? Is that weakness? I take it?
Not so much a weakness, as it is the only thing it is not strong against.
Huh.
Any other forms of blades, sure they would cut, though they would not cut as deep.
It's an equalizer.
Correct.
How would it fare against magic then, as I'm not very, not as gifted with weapons?
I do not know. We do not use magic.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair it is.
You feel a tap on your shoulder, Via.
Mhm.
It's Abigail. And she whispers to you. The files. They're real things. Legendary things, really.
Okay.
Either that speaks worlds about the capabilities of the assassin, or he's lying to us.
Well, it could be either one or the other. Alright. Whereabouts is this quarry?
As of right now, it is somewhere in the darkness above us. But that is not where we intend to fight it. Where we intend you to fight it.
Where
There's a
would
site.
that be?
There's a site down the way from here.
Mm-hmm.
An ambush site. One that we can prepare for you, if needed. We will draw in the fiend from above, which is why we need the coin.
And what would the coin do?
Allow us to hurt it in its own lair.
What would it do that would allow you to hurt it?
He shrugs.
All I know is that the coin brings death.
It wouldn't truly be magic if it could all be understood.
Varric nods in agreement with this.
I guess?
The coin would allow us to get its attention. Once we have its attention, we bring it down, out of its lair, towards you all. You all weaken it. Kill it, if possible. If not, at least weaken it so we can finish it. Then we carve it open.
So, what, just having it on you makes you able to, like, I don't know, you're not just gonna throw it at it or something that's gonna, like, boink it on the head and that's it. It's
No,
sort of
if we will not have it on us, we will use it. The coin will be consumed, as is its purpose.
Oh. Oh, okay, so it's like a... I don't know, I'm making gestures with my hands, but you can't see it.
The beauty of online play.
Oh, yeah. I'm like trying to describe stuff, but I can't.
You keep doing these gestures at him, and he just nods, as if understanding it all.
Fascinating, fascinating. Okay, so it's got a... Words aren't happening for me right now. I'm trying to think and talk at the same time. It's not a good combination.
He just stares at you. The fucking dimly illuminated from behind the visor, like goggles he has, or lenses he has, just staring at you coldly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we won't be getting our deposit back, is what I'm hearing.
Correct.
Then it is not a deposit, it is a startup fee.
Correct.
Perhaps a payment.
Incorrect.
Well, not exactly, because it's not important, but economically that is not accurate.
I mean, I never claimed to understand economics.
Didn't know you're a banker.
Oh, well, no, some of the first books I read were from traders.
Makes sense.
I feel like getting lost in the minutia a little bit.
I believe
Yeah.
we should do this.
What
I say we should as well.
What happened to going back to the other locations?
I think after I said we should, he suddenly didn't want to.
And I mean, I'm quite interested to see what the coin does. How does it, like how it... Do the
How it
gestures
moves.
again. Does the gestures again.
How does it magic?
Yes.
I do not know.
You just
Yes,
know
but
how
I'd
to
be-
make it start.
I would like to see it happen if that is
Unlikely.
unlikely. God damn it.
It
Could you
does
just...
feel like you are not all accustomed to traversing the darkness above. We are.
Could you at least, if you work something out along the way, could you maybe,
I believe what our friend is asking is, could you give us an after-action report describing how it affected it?
Yes, thank you.
Very well. Though, we would have to go to another location. Staying around the body of it is not wise, I imagine.
No, I wouldn't really want to hang around anyway.
You can come to our hideout. There's not a short way away from there, nor is it long, though.
But it is secure.
Correct.
Alright. Then what would we be getting out of this deal?
The files.
That could be useful. How many are there?
Oh yeah, I'm dumb.
It's okay. Okay.
I wrote it down and everything. It's getting calculated.
We have 6 in total.
So someone will be short-handed.
Correct.
But still could be invaluable.
Could be.
For all of you, certainly. Especially the task the liar has set you upon.
Oi! Yo, you're not really thinking about taking this deal, are you?
I mean, I certainly picked him up. Well, do you have something better in mind, Scully?
Hey, just keep going. Ignore him. Do you really think that you're gonna be combatants and not bait, fodder, or that they won't just cut your throats when you're weakened? That maybe they don't got anything to offer and are lying to you.
I mean, they're also saying the exact same thing about you, so I mean...
I helped save that one's life over there! He, like, throws his head at Cork.
Yeah, well...
The possibilities are certainly true. But we have nothing to gain from it.
Ace.
Like, I know both of you about as well as each other, I guess, so...
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you meet me in the middle of the night?
Middle of the night when he's rummaging through
Me
his shit.
stealing from your bag.
Oh yeah, he did do that, didn't he?
Yeah,
Oh, I
that's
forgot
kind
about
of
that.
a point.
I stole nothing other than searching. More importantly, how would you know that?
He says, tilting his head and looking at Benny.
If your theatrics were any indication, you were asleep.
Oh, undead need to sleep.
Or they just need to claim that they sleep.
Correct.
I wanted to give you all privacy, so I thought it might be better to pretend to be asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Abigail and Varric look at one another, suspicious, like in a conspiratorial, suspicious manner.
Benny, you do not need to worry about our opinion of you. It has not changed. We always assumed you were a liar.
His jaw goes slack, like, ah!
I just assumed he was self-serving more than anything.
I mean, yeah, honestly... Well, actually, I was about to say I trust you about as far as I could throw you, but I could probably throw you quite far, so...
We are underwater, though, so...
Oh yeah, there'd be drag. Yeah, true.
The lying skull aside, do we have a deal?
Guys?
Don't be so quick to...
Can we
Tell
have, like,
me.
a minute?
Why is it you're allowing us to see your hideout? Are you not afraid we would come there and ambush you?
Once we have what we need, it will cease being our hideout.
Because you'll just dip.
And
So
what do you have... What do you have to gain from this?
Freedom.
Ah, so it is this creature that is trapping you? Or trapping all of us?
No, it's the Shard of Ends thing that he was mentioning.
It has something we could use to free ourselves.
And this will allow you to free yourself.
Correct.
Do you want freedom from the mortal coil, quote-unquote, or do you want freedom to, I don't know, continue doing what you do best?
There's a pause. You can't really tell if he ever blinks. It's just constant lights out the fucking lenses of the
I
mask.
mean, like, he's a ghost man. I assume they don't ever blink. I don't need a blink.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was his response?
We do not know. We will begin pondering our purpose on life once we're given options of what to do with it.
Huh. Can we have, like, a minute
Very well.
to talk and figure things out?
Very well.
I think it might take longer than a minute.
It's
Just
a
like
term of
maybe,
phrase, just... yeah.
10, something like that, if you want to be more accurate.
I will be here. Take as long as you need.
Thanks.
You guys walk away from him and the portcullis.
Well, float away.
Yeah, swim away. Depart his company.
Mhm.
So,
Well, what do you guys think?
Okay, first off, we need to figure out what the hell we're fighting and what the hell they're getting. Which we have kind of both. Anybody know what a shark bend is?
I do.
Shard-
It's hard to describe. It's the ending of one's fate made physical.
Huh.
Not just one's fate, just fate.
Thank you.
I've heard of it in 2 stories now. Well, I suppose this would make 3.
Does it match up to what they're describing it as?
In both cases I've heard it described, it's simply more akin to a whetstone than an implement.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I imagine more creative uses of such may allow it to end things other than lives. But I don't know.
See, the small problem there is we've potentially given them their freedom and then a tool to make them more effective at what they're doing.
Or we could gain this item and use it to buy our own freedom.
That is a point. But I don't think betraying his license would be a smart call.
I don't think fighting a legendary creature would be a smart call either.
That is also a very
But
good point.
survival is risk and reward.
Perhaps we can negotiate with them in now as opposed to later.
Yeah?
I want to face this thing. If it is a hippocampus, it's not only a calling to me, but it's my royal duty to make sure it sees its proper end.
Princess, with all due respect, your royal duty was not to disobey your parents and come here in the first place.
She looks like immediately embarrassed at that.
Well,
But if we were to go back empty-handed, we would at least have something to come of it.
I mean, it would soften the blow, I'm not gonna lie.
If
If we go back.
So, proper end to a noble beast. Do you know anything else about this thing?
I've never heard of it. I always ask him. He said there's stories about it.
What sort of stories?
I don't know. You have to ask him.
Disappointingly, we can't do that.
Yep.
I don't see why not. It would just be us asking information about the thing them face.
Benny,
Aye.
what is it you know that you're not telling us? And do not lie, we will throw you here and leave you.
You're pulling me leg here, aren't you?
No, we're not.
I mean,
Don't have a
no,
fucking
he's... Yeah.
Anyways, joking aside.
I know the Corsair Fiend.
Has it been here longer than you?
Yeah, this tale's as old as time itself, I imagine. Yes. Creature that sinks ships, ruin flotillas, cause many an end.
Makes sense why I would have that. Okay, that makes sense.
'Twasn't the thing that caused the end for many down here. I assure you, a lot of people down here and more mundane deaths than one against such a legendary creature. Not even I've seen it. Nor did I even know it was there for all my time here.
See, because now we're at a mild impasse. Because this thing can take down ships.
Aye, but I heard the element of surprise lurking in the darkness.
Ships can also not cast lightning bolt, nor shoot arrows through eyes.
Yes, but the people that were on them probably could.
Not that they'd be sunk before they knew what happened.
Correct.
Besides, let me assure you, it don't take much to destroy a ship. All you gotta do is make a hole in the bottom.
True.
Oh, that's comforting.
I suppose the same
Technically,
for us.
it would be better to put the hole at a side in the angle. That way the pressure from the cabin would not hold the
You know
water
more
up.
about sailing than I!
I think he's just very intelligent, just can figure this out quickly.
Fairly enough.
So,
I
fight a giant
tell
monster.
you not to take the deal.
Hmm.
You don't trust me. You don't tell me you trust them more than you don't trust me.
There's
They're
a lot
more
of trust
they're
circles.
just as untrustworthy as I.
See, you got there in the end. That's what counts.
Useful
Oh.
resources, fight a giant monster. Useful resources, fight a giant monster.
Out of game, just so you guys
Fight
know
a
what
giant
the
monster.
waxing verb files do, they basically, you still have to take a short rest for them to work, but they give you the benefits of a long rest after completing a short rest.
Well, hell.
The thing is, it's a one per person thing, not a party-wide thing.
Alright. That can still be useful.
Hey.
Because if people only need a
That's
short rest
just-
and some people need a long rest, then we're good.
Still be useful. That could still be the absolute greatest thing ever.
Mm.
We're over this book.
Still takes a short rest though, so it's not like you could chug in the middle of a fight and then suddenly heal back to full and shit like that. Not like Skyrim level up rules.
Right. Oh, that'd be a sweet item.
I level up in mid fight. Alright, I'm back at full. Okay. And I'm a little bit stronger now, I think. I always love that exploit and speedrunners.
Yeah,
That they just they stash all their level ups for whenever they're about to die.
Yeah.
Bro, I do that all the time. I
Yeah,
always
same.
hold a level up
I
back.
never thought about that in all the playthroughs I've done.
No, somebody
You never
pointed out-
know. You never know when a Draugr Deathlord with an ebony arrow is going to sink one into your skull.